Hey everybody, welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and as you know by now, this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. So as you can see, I'm starting to get in the holiday spirit. It's a little early for me, but something has taken over me and I'm ready to decorate for Christmas. So I found this little tree at the dollar store. It was $1. And I'm going to make ornaments for this tree. So I'd like you to help me. So what I'm using as a skirt, was actually a poncho that I made for my dog Fritzy. He would have none of it. He wouldn't wear it. So I decided to save it knowing I'd use it for something. And it turns out to be a kind of cool skirt for this Christmas tree. So we'll start there. Now, how about we go make some yarnaments? All right, let's go. So I was making my brother-in-law a hunting cowl to go when he goes hunting to tuck inside the collar of his coat. And I was using gold loops and threads Charisma Heather, 100% acrylic. It is a super bulky 5, and I had this left over. Wouldn't this make a pretty garland? So we're going to wrap it around here. Oh, look how pretty that is. I'm going to have to stand up. Imagine that. All right, let's go around. I love it. Look at this. Okay, so step 1. Some pretty gold garland to wrap around the tree. Now remember, this isn't costing anything because it's all scrap yarn and leftovers of projects that I've already done. We're going to have a cute little Christmas tree in here. And there we go. Okay. Step 1, the garland is finished. Where are my scissors? How cute is that? There we go. Okay. There's the garland on the tree. Let's see what else I can come up with. Okay, so here we are back at it, decorating the Christmas tree. I had one of my subscribers send me some really pretty plastic canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and add them to the Christmas tree. And then I had also made just some random little fun, could be used for acts of crochet kindness or whatever you want to do. But he's going on the Christmas tree. And in case you're wondering what I'm hanging them up with, I bought a bunch of these little pins. They work great for stitch markers, safety pins, whatever you need them for. Okay, so what else? I also started making some yarnaments. Pretty much yarnaments are just balls of yarn, little teeny tiny balls of yarn that you hang on the Christmas tree. This one I decided to add some eyes to. Come on, there you go. So I'm going to hang him up on here. If you don't have those pins, you can use yarn, you can use bread ties, you can use whatever you want. And I've got one or two more to hang up, and then we'll make a couple, okay? I've got an orange one here. And then I have a little worry worm. And I'm going to add him to the tree where he can dangle down. So we'll put him up here. All right, our tree's starting to look great. Let's make a yarnament. What color do you want to use? The possibilities are endless. I'm going to reach down here in my basket of scrap yarn, and I'm going to grab any color I can find. Here we go. Okay. What you're going to do is just take any scrap yarn that you have, snip it off, and make a little miniature ball. Getting it started can be a little tricky, but it is worth it when you're done. And you're just trying to wrap it into this tight little yarn ball. Just like you would a regular ball of yarn, but this is going to stay little miniature. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can leave a little bump to use as the handle, or you can wrap it up completely and then use the pin that I showed you or some other form of hook. So let's do it that way for this one, okay? I'm going to wrap it up tight. I'm going to put one little dab of glue. And when I say little, I mean little. There we go, just a little dab. Let it sit up for a minute. Careful not to burn yourself because, you're working with hot glue in very small quarters. Okay. Make sure this is wound up nice and tight. And actually this piece came off, so I'm going to go ahead and use that for the hanger. It decided on its own how it wanted to be done. So I'm going to go ahead, one more little teeny dab of glue. Secure the tie. Let it set up a little bit. And voila, we have a yarnament. That one's there, so let's turn it. We have a yarnament to add to our tree. There you go. It's as simple as that. Any color yarn, any size yarn. We could even do one with this. So if you'd like to start it with a little dab of glue, so it'll hold on to itself, go ahead and do that. Again, I ask, can we invent a hot glue gun that doesn't get yarn strings all over the place? I don't think so. And just wad it up into a little yarn ball. Rolling it so it looks nice and neat. If you like to put a dab of glue halfway through to hold it on, a dab of glue halfway through, you can do that as well. Whatever holds your little yarn ball together and makes your life easier, go for it. So we got a little dot here to hold this down. Let it sit for a second. Grab a pin. And there you go. These are so easy. Like you could have the little kids help you with it. Have a little miniature kids tree made out of yarn balls. Now you can also, if you've been practicing your granny squares, you can also take a granny square and make it into a butterfly. Let me show you how to do that. All right, so I recently reclaimed a granny square blanket that I found at Goodwill. So I want to show you how to make these little ornaments. There's a star, a little gift box, and a butterfly or a bow, however you want to look at it. So this blanket was really in rough shape, but I wanted to make something new out of something old. So what I'm doing is find the area where you can cut so that the squares themselves aren't going to fray. The attachment yarn can fray, that's fine. But you want it so that the squares themselves are going to stick together pretty well. Okay. This looks like a great butterfly. So we'll have this one as the butterfly, this one as the gift box, and this one as the star. And I also took the corner off of the blanket, and I'm going to make the angel for the top of the tree. Let's start with that. So, gonna need your hot glue gun. I found one of these little wiggly worms that I made with a face on it. So I'm going to take the corner and I'm going to lay a line of hot glue right down the middle. Okay. This hot glue gun, I like it because it doesn't just ooze a million gallons of glue at you, but it does take a little bit of effort. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay this just like that. I'm going to glue this in the middle. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold this over to make the tree topper. This is just going to be, you can even trim this off. I think I'm going to trim this off because it's going to be glued in there. You won't miss it. And then you can wrap this over. And you can see we have a little tree topper that'll fit right over top of the tree. And then it'll look like an angel, okay? So let me finish doing this. Come on, glue gun. Work with me here. I got glue strands everywhere. Okay, so she's going to show this way. I'm going to get the glue off my hands. And then I'm just going to wrap it like a coat right around her with a cute little angel. Dab of glue there, a dab will do there. Okay. Wrap her right up in here, right? There's one. Again, be really careful not to burn yourself. Hot glue is very unforgiving when it attached to your fingers. When it latches on, it's on there. Okay. How cute is she looking? Now, you can tuck in little pieces of string or yarn that are sticking up. I've realized that hot glue really works well with yarn, but make sure you have it where you want it before you place the yarn on it because it's not giving up. There we go, is a pretty little angel. And then I'm just going to take, I found an old butterfly that I had made. I'm going to put it on there and give her some wings. You can also use the butterfly we just made to give, to give her wings. I think that would be better on there, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Don't you love how you create as you go, right? When it comes to crafting and creating, the world is your inspiration. So you just keep watching until you find something that inspires you to create something else. So there's the angel topper for our tree. I love her. We'll make another butterfly, don't worry about it. And you saw how to make the butterfly, so that's exactly how you'd make the wings, right? Now, I believe she needs a halo, so I'm going to get a button. I'm going to find a button, and I'm going to glue that button onto the back of this to make the halo for the angel. Okay, put that right, and voila, there is the topper for our tree. I'm going to go ahead and seal the back up a little bit so that it'll actually sit on the top of the tree and not let go, right? Make a little cone. And remember, this is from a granny square and the corner of the blanket. There you go. Let's go ahead and put her on the top of the tree. I'm going to tip this up so you can see the top of the tree. And let's see how she does. Okay. Here we go, pretty little angel. And we're going to put her right on top of this tree here. There we go. And there's your angel for the top of the tree. How cool is that? All right, now let's work on making the little gift box, okay? So some of the squares have flowers inside of it. So what I did was I pretty much just folded it all in to make a mini square inside a square. So I took a dab of glue and put it right in the center, or 4 dots of glue, however you want to do it. I did a circle right around the back. And then you just fold in each corner right in the middle, almost like you're making an envelope. You're going to hold it nice and tight. And look how pretty that comes out. Super simple. There you go. You can tighten it up more if you want, or leave it just like that. Put your hook on it, which I'm looking for. I thought I grabbed a bunch out. Now, the fun thing is you can hang it from the corner, you can hang it from the middle. Either way, it's going to be a cute little ornament to hang on your tree. We're going to close this up, and I'm going to hang it right here. Okay, let's turn the tree a little bit. Now, what else can we do? Oh, we can make a star. So here's this star here, and it's the same idea as the box, but you're going to be a little more, you're going to fold the corner or the sides in instead of the corners. So for the last one, we folded the points in. For this one, we're folding the flat sides in. So I do 1 dab of glue at a time, and I fold the corner in. Okay. Another dab here, fold the corner in. And you're going to notice that they're going to start to pop up like that. Okay. Another dab here to fold the corner in. And you can even make them a little more dramatic by pulling them out like that, popping them out like that. And then the last side, you're going to pull it right in. Poke that right in like that. And again, you've got a little box, but you can make it a bit pointier by securing the backs here with the glue. And just pinching them together to make the points. And that's what makes it look different from the box to the star. My cat wants to sing Christmas carols, apparently. Not sure which carol he's singing, but if you hear him in the back. One more time, just to make it look pointier. This is just a fun way to take a blanket that you might find at Goodwill or any thrift store, repurpose it into something that you're going to use. Let's put the hook on here. And add it to our Christmas tree. Here we go. Turn it right around like this. Oh, we got a whole side to do here. Here we go. We have a pretty star. So pretty much you can make an ornament out of anything. Anything you find, and you can add it to your tree, because that's what a Christmas tree is. It's, well, obviously it's a symbol of the season, but as far as decorating it, there's no rules to the decorations you put on your Christmas tree. There's no limits to the pretty colors and shapes that you can put on your Christmas tree. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish decorating the Christmas tree, and I'll show you when it's all done. All right, come on back. Don't go away. So I've gone ahead and I've added other items to the tree. Now you can see I've taken buttons, hot glued them together. And a lot of people take tinsel and lay tinsel over the trees. For this one, I'm actually taking scrap yarn and laying it over just for some bursts of color in and around the tree itself. The sky's the limit. For a Christmas tree like this, I like it to be a focal point or a conversation starter. So go on out, get yourself a little Christmas tree, and you can put on stitch markers, you can put on buttons, you can put on little fake apples, old earrings, whatever you find to add some conversation or some color to your Christmas tree. That's what you want to put on it. Every time you do it, it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. Please enjoy decorating. And if you have any other ideas, if you make up any fun ornaments, go ahead, pop over to my Facebook page. Show me what you've made. Show me your Christmas tree. And happy holidays, everybody. See you soon. Remember, always be happy, be kind, and be creative.